Before we get started, I'd really appreciate it if you could support the video with a like and subscribe. Thanks so much. Hello and welcome. Today, we travel to northeastern Italy, to a region where water replaces roads, where mountains rise dramatically toward the sky, and where art, history, and nature exist in rare harmony. Welcome to Veneto. Veneto is a land of contrasts. From the romantic canals of Venice to the towering peaks of the Dolomites, from peaceful vineyards to grand Renaissance villas, from lively piazzas to silent alpine valleys. For centuries, this region stood at the center of power and culture. The Venetian Republic ruled vast territories and controlled trade routes across the Mediterranean. Its influence shaped architecture, cuisine, language, and identity. Veneto is elegant, yet authentic, refined, yet deeply rooted in tradition. Let us begin. 1. Venice, the floating city. At the heart of the region lies one of the most extraordinary cities ever built. Venice. Built on more than 100 small islands connected by bridges, Venice rises directly from the lagoon. There are no cars here, only narrow alleys, quiet canals, and the gentle rhythm of boats gliding through the water. For over 1,000 years, Venice was not simply a city, it was a republic, a maritime empire that connected east and west. Spices, silk, precious stones, and ideas passed through its ports. Wealth transformed the city into a masterpiece of architecture and art. At the center stands the magnificent St. Mark's Basilica, crowned with golden mosaics that shimmer in the sunlight. Nearby, Doge's Palace reflects the power of the former republic, a Gothic masterpiece overlooking the lagoon. Crossing the iconic Rialto Bridge, you feel the pulse of the city. Gondolas glide beneath ancient facades. Market stalls display fresh seafood and seasonal produce. Venice is fragile, poetic, and timeless. A city that should not exist, yet does. Wooden foundations driven deep into the lagoon still support marble palaces centuries later. As evening falls and the light turns golden, Venice seems suspended between reality and dream. 2. The Venetian Lagoon. Beyond the main city lies the Venetian Lagoon, a world of smaller islands, each with its own story. Murano has been famous for centuries for its delicate glass-making tradition. Inside small workshops, artisans shape molten glass into works of art, continuing techniques passed down through generations. Verona, painted in bright colors, feels cheerful and intimate. Fishermen's houses reflect in calm canals, and lace-making remains part of local heritage. And Torcello, quiet and almost rural, offers a glimpse into Venice's earliest beginnings, long before it became a powerful republic. Here, away from the crowds, Veneto reveals a slower, more peaceful rhythm. 3. Verona, city of romance. Travel west and you arrive in Verona, a city of Roman heritage and Renaissance grace. At its heart stands the impressive Verona Arena, one of the best-preserved Roman amphitheaters in the world. Nearly 2,000 years old, it still hosts opera performances beneath the open sky. Verona is forever linked to Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Though fictional, the story has given the city an atmosphere of timeless romance. Stone bridges cross the Adige River. Pastel buildings glow softly in the afternoon light. Quiet piazzas invite you to pause. Verona feels intimate and human, a place where history blends gently with daily life. 4. The Dolomites, nature at its most dramatic. In the northern part of Veneto rise the breathtaking peaks of the Dolomites. Sharp limestone towers pierce the sky. In summer, green alpine meadows stretch beneath towering cliffs. In winter, snow transforms the region into a world of white silence. At sunrise and sunset, the mountains glow in shades of pink and orange, a phenomenon known locally as en rosadera. This is a different side of Veneto, wild, powerful, quiet. Here, nature dominates, and human presence feels small in comparison. 5. Lake Garda, light, water, and borders. Along the western edge of the region lies part of Lake Garda, Italy's largest lake. Interestingly, The lake is shared. Its western shore belongs to Lombardy, while the eastern shore, with charming towns like Malsacene and Garda, lies in Veneto. The water reflects deep blues and emerald greens, bordered by mountains and olive groves. Life moves slowly here. Boats drift across the lake. Cafes line the promenades. The air carries both alpine freshness and Mediterranean warmth. Lake Garda blends two worlds, mountain and sea, Lombardy and Veneto, creating landscapes of rare beauty. 6. Vicenza and Palladian harmony. Veneto is also a land of Renaissance innovation. In Vicenza, the legacy of architect Andrea Palladio remains visible everywhere. His villas, scattered across the countryside, were inspired by classical antiquity. Perfect symmetry, proportion, and harmony define structures like Villa La Rotonda. These buildings are more than residences. They are expressions of balance between humanity and nature. 7. Padua and Treviso, everyday elegance. Often overshadowed by Venice, Padua offers deep intellectual and artistic heritage. Its historic university is one of the oldest in Europe. Its squares are lively, authentic, and full of character. Nearby, Treviso charms visitors with canals, frescoed facades, and a quieter atmosphere. These cities reveal Veneto beyond postcards, genuine and lived in. 8. Prosecco hills and cuisine. Rolling hills covered in vineyards stretch across the countryside. Veneto is home to the Prosecco region, where sparkling wine has become world-renowned. Cuisine reflects diversity. Fresh seafood in Venice, creamy risotto in the plains, polenta and hearty dishes in the mountains. Meals are slow and generous. Wine is shared. Conversation flows. Food here is not rushed, it is experienced. 9. Everyday life and the spirit of Veneto. Yet Veneto is not only defined by landmarks, it is morning espresso in a quiet square, church bells echoing across canals, vineyard workers greeting the sunrise, the silhouette of the Dolomites against an evening sky, boats gliding silently on the eastern shore of Lake Garda, framed by the hills of Veneto. Veneto does not demand attention. It reveals itself gradually, through light, through architecture, through landscape, through feeling. And when you leave, you carry something subtle but lasting, the reflection of Venice in still water, the glow of mountain peaks at sunset, the calm of Garda, and the quiet elegance that defines this remarkable region. Veneto is not just a destination. It is an experience of harmony between nature, history, and art. And once you discover it, you understand why it has inspired travelers for centuries.